Yo, boys. So in this video, I want to talk about accountability and like making mistakes and learning from them. So recently, I made some changes in my routine that I expected to affect my life positively. That's I expected to like improve the progress I make on my self improvement journey, but it did quite the opposite. My mental health started to become worse and worse. I started to become less disciplined and just weaker in general. And I, one of the changes that I made was starting to wake up even earlier. So right now I went back to waking up at 4:30, but for the last 1 to 2 weeks, I started waking up at 3:15 a.m. And that's really early, but I did it to have more time to like read before school and just be more relaxed before going to school, you know. And yeah, I expected it to really impact my life positively to be less anxious and stressed before school. But my mental health got worse. I became less disciplined and just weaker in general. And that's just over like 1 week, 1 to 2 weeks. I just saw some really negative changes occur over 1 week because of one change I made. And I don't regret having made that change because I still think that's extremely important to try new things, to see what works and see what doesn't. It's extremely important. How else am I gonna learn? Am I gonna learn what works best for me? The only way to do that is through making to mistakes and failure. So I don't regret having tried to wake up earlier. This morning, I woke up at 4:30, so I started waking up at 4:30 again. And some people still may think that 4:30 is really early, but I wake up at 4:30 because I like to work out before school. I think it's really like it works best for me. But yeah, I still like I think it's extremely important to be like flexible in your self-improvement journey, to be able to like just try new things, see what works, see what doesn't. But when you realize that something doesn't work, don't wait too long. Like it's really important to be aware of um what you may be doing currently that may affect your life negatively. And you can try to like journal about it, kind of see, okay, what am I currently doing that's affecting my life negatively? You may still be spending too much time on your phone, or you may still be playing video games, or spend time on social medias, or watching television, or you don't have a routine yet. It's really important to be accountable and self-aware, knowing what you may be doing wrong, what mistakes you may currently be doing regularly. I think it's extremely important, and I'm starting to realize it more and more because I've been making a lot, like a lot of mistakes recently, more than in the past. But it's also because I've been trying new things. I've been trying a lot of new things recently, and I made some pretty big changes in my life. But really, it's extremely important to firstly, try new things because how else are you gonna know what works best for you? So try to do things. Don't be too scared about messing up. Like don't get your hopes too high because you may really think that the changes you're about to make are going to affect your life really really positively. But in the end, they affect your life negatively, and that's not that bad as long as you kind of realize the impact that thing has on your life soon enough. Because if you make a change and then Just don't ask yourself any question and just spend months doing that new thing, even though it affects your life negatively. Then, yeah, it's not that good. But during the first few weeks of making a certain change, a big change in your life, I think you should regularly journal about it and analyze to kind of see, okay, how is this thing affecting my life? Am I really getting any good results from this? Or is this affecting my life negatively? Or did this change make no difference in my life? I think it's really important to have that self awareness and accountability. I think you can also see it from another perspective. For example, even if you haven't made a certain change recently, but just you realize that recently you've not been making a lot of progress in your sort of human journey or in the gym, just in the gym or at work or at school, like you're not making some good progress. Realize that in most cases, like 90% of the time, it's your fault. Like it sounds harsh, but most of the time it's gonna be your fault. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you a story. Like for the last few months, I've hit like a plateau at the gym, like with my training. I haven't gained like for the last few months until like recently. I wasn't gaining any strength at all over like a long period of time, over like 5 months, I think. Just not gaining any strength at all. And I was kind of making excuses, thinking it wasn't my fault, that it was on something else, other factors outside of my control. But it wasn't. It was my fault because I in my head I thought I was training hard enough, but I wasn't. And to gain strength and even grow stronger muscles, like bigger muscles, you need to be training close to failure, like really, really, really close to failure. Like you should train to total failure or with like 2 reps in reserve. But if you have like 3 reps and still 3 reps in the tank at the end of your set, then it was kind of useless. And I've realized it recently. So yeah, it's just to say that when you most of the time when you stop making progress or are making progress like backwards, most of the time it's your fault. It's not because of something else or something outside of your control. No, it's your fault. And you have to just have that self awareness and accountability to just realize, okay, I need to make this change. I need to change this. I need to stop doing this if I want to make some good progress. Now I make some really good, like the best progress in my strength I've ever made in my life. I gain strength every week. I'm getting really, really, really strong recently. It's because I've been really training really, really hard, really pushing to failure. And when I'm not pushing to failure, I'm pushing really close to it. Like 1 rep in reserve, 2 reps in reserve maximum. But it was my fault. It's for months. I kind of just pushed it away. I said it was something else, but it wasn't. I was the one in the wrong. I was the one doing something wrong, and I needed to make a change. But yeah, yeah, that's all I want to say this video. So yeah, remember, boys, don't run away from discomfort. Chase it.